think a man going in a job, and why did he wear the clothes? That's
Rishikesh, I am unable to understand what you are saying. We understand our question. I understand that it is about activity question, but you need to tell me what was the question about. Where was the difficulty? Before I tell you something about this, could you please let me know?
activity 1.5, sir. The young man was well dressed because and the following options. That question I didn't understand.
Okay, I'll come back to you.
So
Karthika,
may
Aishwarya?
Sir, it's an audio based question, sir. We have given an audio file. They have to listen to the audio file and answer the questions.
Okay. Did you understand, Rishikesh?
Yes, sir.
So please please listen to the audio which is attached to that, and then you have to answer the question. Okay?
excuse me.
Yeah, one by one. Hold on. I'll come back to everybody. Please hold on. Please give me a moment. Rishikesh, please mute yourself. Okay. Who was the next? Who wanted to speak?
Sir,
Karthika, go ahead.
so someone is saying that the audio file is missing. So, Aishwarya, can you please check that?
Karthika, the issue is resolved. Now they can they are able to they can hear the audio now. The issue is resolved. Could you please refresh your screen and try?
Okay.
If not, please write to the support team. Please drop a mail to the support team.
Aishwarya and Kartika, I make like they cannot unmute themselves. You can go in sequence. So that,
Okay. So Aishwarya, please, when I tell you, you unmute one by one, one by one. Okay.
Yeah, I can do that, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
so it is clear. So there was some audio problem, Rishikesh and others, about that. But it will be resolved, and then you can look at that question once again. And if still you have difficulty with that, please get back to us. We'll do that. Yes.
Sir, Tandir Sanyal has written, sir, could you please take the doubts at the end of this meeting? I think some of them have mistook this meeting for tutorial or something. This is actually a doubt clearing session. So you can clear all your doubts here. Anything related to the content that we have produced so far.
Who is that? Tanvir Sanyal. Okay, Tanvir. Can you speak? Can you unmute, Tanvir? And then we go to Shivam. Tanvir, can you speak? Can you unmute Tanvir, please? Yeah. We are going to unmute you, Tanvir. Just a minute. Aishwarya, please unmute Tanvir. Okay, Tanvir. Is he unmuted, Aishwarya?
Yes, sir. I have sent him a request.
Tanvir, please speak.
Hi, sir. So as it is, I've seen like it is open session for English. So I was thinking like from the beginning, if we, I was not aware that this is going to be the doubt clearance session.
Okay.
So that's why I asked like, can we take the doubts at the end so we can.
In different sessions, we will do different kinds of things, Tanvir. Okay. Here, because this is the first one, we want to give opportunity to people to speak and see if they have any questions related to the course. And later we will go to other parts of activities which we have started last time. And then we will go to, so we started one type the other day. We will do other things later. Go ahead.
So, sir, in that case, like I have one doubt regarding assessment for English. It was mentioned that this is not graded for qualifier. Is that the scenario? I mean,
what do you mean?
When I was going to attempt the graded, it was mentioned at the top like it is not graded for the qualifier exam or something.
What were you attempting? What were you attempting?
So the graded questions for English.
So then that whatever you were trying to attempt, that may not be graded for qualifier. Okay, because this is English 1. Which week are we in, Karthika? Is this first week?
Yes.
Have you written your qualifier exam so far, Tanvi?
No, sir.
Okay.
I'm about to.
Okay, so until you do your qualifier exam, it will certain things will not be graded for the exam. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you can do that, and in that also. So let me tell you, for you and for the benefits of everybody else, for the qualifier or not for qualifier, you can always ask us a question in a meeting like this, which is related to content. You know what we mean by content is the topics that we are discussing about English language and the course. All these things about the grades and graded assignments and all that, when you write an email to these people, they will respond to that. We are not deflecting questions. It's just that different things are done by different people and different team. And for certain things, I am not even aware. So I can answer all your questions related to the content of the course.
Got it. Okay. Understood.
Okay. Sure. Now there are some 5-10 people who have their hands up, like Shivam. And can you please, Rishikesh, you can lower down your hand if you are done, or we can do that. Yeah. Now next is Shivam, and then we go to other people in that row. And then we will come to other questions as well, and we will talk about other things. First, Shivam. Go ahead, Shivam.
Sir, I have doubt in activity 1.3 question number 3.
Okay.
Sir, I can speak you question, sir. The vowel sound present in the word cup is U. Sir, this is true or false?
What do you think it is?
Sir, it is true.
Okay, how?
Sir, because U is a vowel.
When you say the word, so what the question is about is, Shivam, it's like when you speak the word, what is the vowel?
Sir,
you see, yeah, say the word cup.
Cup.
So what is the vowel sound in that?
U, sir, U. In this vowel sound.
You are not even saying you.
Yes,
you see,
sir.
What it is, it's very simple. You watch these videos carefully. There is a difference between, and this is for everybody. Please listen to me carefully. I am not talking only to Shivam about this. We are saying there are two types of things. One is the sound. That is how we sound when we speak a word. The other is a written symbol. So what Shivam is talking about is the written symbol when we spell the word C-U-P, cup. That's what he is saying. The vowel here is U. Actually, the vowel, that is not a vowel, that is a symbol representing the sound A. So spelling is very different from how we speak a word. And when I ask you to speak yourself, speak the word, speak it, and you will see, we say the word cup. What is the first sound in that word? First sound is not C. The first sound is K. Then you have A. And then third sound is Pa. The three sounds in the word cup are Ka, A, and Pa. When we write it, we have the spelling as C-U-P. Actually, none of the three is a sound. These C-U-P, these are the names of the symbols through which we write, through which we spell the word. And this is what we are trying to clarify in few videos in the first week. Is that making sense?
Yes,
Shivam, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
So do you see that the vowel sound in cup is not U, it's a symbol.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, sir.
Because when you go through all the videos, you will understand that the total number of vowel sounds in English is 20. However, we have only 5 symbols in the writing system. Okay, so total number of vowel in English is not only 5. Total number of vowel sounds are 20. All right.
Okay, sir.
One of them is a, and that's how the word, the vowel sound in word cup is a. It's not even a. I see here a lot of people are writing it's a or a, things of that sort. When you write two, a, it becomes a. So it's not a, it's a short a. It's not even a full a, it's a short a. Say the word to yourself and you will understand, because it's in this skill class, in this week, we are trying to make you familiar with sounds of the language, and understanding sounds with clarity is important for speaking the language. First is understanding sound system. Then the second part is practicing that sound system. And that is how you become, you bring in fluency through understanding of the system, that is at the level of sounds. And then later when we talk about words and sentences, and you look at the accuracy part of all that, you will, with these practices, you will aim at becoming a better speaker of the language. All right, Shivam? Okay. Anything else, Shivam? Oh, you are muted.
No, sir.
No matter how much time it takes, we'll come to each one of you. So stay in, please. Daksha Sharma.
Yes,
ahead,
sir.
Daksh.
Good morning,
Yes.
sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Yeah.
Sir, I am having problem in articulation of consonant sounds.
Okay.
I can't. Yes, sir.
Give me an example.
For example, I can't understand which is dental sound and which is retroflex sound. That
which
part.
Is dental and which one is retroflex, right?
And
okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Is that all, or is there more?
Yes, sir. This the topic complete one. This topic.
Okay.
Articulation.
Right. You see, it will require some time and practice, Daksh. So please look at the discussions first, and I can tell you a little bit about it. A retroflex sound is, and everybody else, please listen to me carefully on that. A retroflex sound is the one where we have to curl the tongue back, and then the tip of the tongue in a backward manner hits the roof of the mouth, and that area is called alveolar region, alveolar part of our articulators. So, and We have a lot of such sounds in our languages, including Hindi and all our language. Therefore, we already speak retroflex sounds a lot. So it should not be a tough thing for us to understand what retroflex sounds are. The second part is the sounds that are retroflex like ta. So here is an example. Ta is a retroflex sound, but upper teeth and lower. That's how we speak dental sounds. So that's the difference between retroflex. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Karthika, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, sorry about that difficulty. Comes when we have tip of the tongue in the middle of upper teeth and lower teeth. But need to is neither dental nor retroflex. English is produced when tip of the tongue goes towards the upper teeth and alveolar region. Please look at the video carefully when you see this entire picture. You can pause there and you can look at the names of these articulators, names of these places like teeth or alveolar region or palate or velar and so on. And then you will get a sense of what sound is produced from which part of the articulation system. And that is how you will get to understand the differences between these sounds. So English is a alveolar sound. Got it? Daksh? So please look carefully and you will become clearer about it. Okay. Karthika, can you unmute somebody? Next is Preetham. Preetham Shaw.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Preetham. Go ahead.
Sir, I was doing the exercise which you asked us, wherein you asked us to write 5 words for each of the 44 sounds.
Right.
Yeah. So there is one such sound for which I couldn't find many words. Can you help me with it?
Please tell me this.
The sound. Yes, sir. It's the vowel sound U.
Which vowel is that?
U. I got poor, I got tour, I got lure. These are the 3 words I could find.
Are you talking about the word T-O-U-R, tour?
Yes, sir. Tour, poor, and lure. These are the 3
this
words.
Is not a special, Preetham, this is not a special sound. It is two different vowel sounds together, U and A.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So can you name mention a few more words with this sound?
No. What I'm saying is these are not a special sounds. These sounds are two different vowel sounds. One is U and the other is A.
But sir, in the list of phonetics symbols, it is considered as a separate vowel sound in the list of 20 vowel sounds.
Okay. Okay. We will look at that list and we will let you know. But in the words that you are describing, tour. Okay.
Yes.
If that is a sound, if that's a special sound, that sound is not in this word, tour or lure. These are in these words, the sounds are U and A as two separate sounds. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And about that U and A together, I will look at that list one more time. I don't have the list in front of me, and let me see what those words are, and then when you come next time, we will talk about that.
Okay, sir. So in the video, you had cited poor as an example.
What is the word? What is the word?
Poor. Poor people, rich people.
Poor. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, rich and poor. Oh, let me have a look at that again, what we mean by that, and then I'll get back to you on that.
Okay, so sir, shall I leave today?
Oh, no. You can stay. You don't have to. You can stay because that is an important thing you are asking. So if I am getting to you and your questions are answered, you see, it's entirely up to you. But we would recommend you to stay, because when you listen to other people's doubt and try to understand their answers to those doubts, maybe that will be helpful to you also in understanding things better that have not come to your mind. Okay. So you can definitely stay. And this is about just a lot of people asking any small doubt that has come to their mind while looking at videos this week. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sure. Imran. Next, Imran. Yes, Imran, go ahead. Yeah.
Sir, I have a dictionary phonetic symbols as the word is book, but we write the sounds in different way. Then how can I understand that I should write this way, this sound? I couldn't able to write the sound symbols as when we say jump, but the way jump sound jump is written is different. How can I figure out this?
Very nice. Yes, Imran. See, a very simple thing. You are right that the way we write things in English is different from the way we speak. The way we speak is different from the way we write. I totally agree with you. And the only way to learn to write is to practice. Our purpose in this class and in this method is to make you see that these things are different. That is, we need to learn the sound system of the language carefully. And that is only, so in short, the answer is there is no shortcut answer to this question. That is, how do I figure out how to write? We have to learn spellings of these English words, the way they have to be written. And beyond that, we are trying in this course for you to bring your attention to the sounds involved in those words. And therefore, this entire exercise to look at the differences between sounds and symbols that we write. Okay. To be very clear and answering your question, there is no shortcut method for that. We have to learn these two things differently. And that's how English language is, as opposed to many other languages that we speak, where we speak the way we write and we write the way we speak. This is not available. This is not possible in English. Okay. Ashutosh? Kartika, Aishwarya, Ashutosh?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, Ashutosh, please go ahead.
So I have a doubt in activity question 1.1. So the question is, in language learning, the input from the immediate environment is systematic, infinite, grammatical, random. I could not get the question. What is asking?
What the question is asking you is, you see, for learning a new language, we need to hear things. Okay, hear words, hear sounds, hear sentences from that language. And this question is particularly about learning at an initial stage. So, and when we hear these things as a new thing in the target language, whatever we hear is called input. And input is not either systematic or targeted towards how they will help us in learning. People just speak, and our mind figures it out carefully in terms of how we figure out sounds from words and rules from sentences. So this is what this question is about. And can you please read the question again, Ashutosh?
In language learning, the input from the immediate environment. So that input is what we are trying to listen or what we are trying to hear, and the output is what we speak.
Correct.
So it could be systematic, but the answer is random.
Yes, answer is random because this is about, you see, when people speak to us, okay, their speaking helps us learning, but that speaking is random because it is not targeted. It is not meant for learning the language. Okay, that is what the random means.
Okay, sir.
Get it? See, for example, take any audio sample that we are giving you, or that you can hear a piece of news item online. That video was not targeted for learning of language, but that video helps you in learning of language. This is why it is input that comes from external sources is random, not organized. Okay, Ashutosh?
Okay, sir. Can I have one more question, sir?
Please, go ahead.
And so what is LED and UZ?
That is for learning. These are part of a theory which helps us learn the language. And this is for learning at a very early stage. That is learning as a child, learning language as a child. You know, there are different stages of language learning. For example, in India, we learn English at a later stage. For some people, at least. A lot of kids begin learning from very early stage in their life, but a lot of kids learn at a very late stage. So, but from the very early stage, every child learns some language or the other. So, for example, what's your language, Ashutosh?
My
Which
native language
language?
is Hindi.
Yes, which language? Hindi. And where are you from?
I'm from Patna, Bihar.
Which city? You don't speak Bhojpuri or Maghai?
No,
or
sir, Maithili I speak.
So, did you learn Maithili first or Hindi first?
I learned Maithili first.
Then why are you saying your native language is Hindi?
Because it's not popular, the place I stay. I used to speak among my parents only.
So a native language changes according to popularity?
No, sir. If I go outside, I have to speak Hindi only. I use Maithili in my...
You can speak English also, but English doesn't become your native language. You understand what I am trying to say? What I hear it out carefully. I understand what you're saying. The reason why I asked you where you live and what you speak as natively is the following. You see, every place has its own language. For example, some of the languages in your area, that is Patna, is Magahi, Maithili, Bhojpuri, etc., etc. Some in other places like you have Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Punjabi, Kannada, Bengali, Odia, and all kinds of languages are there in our country. All kids begin learning some language or the other as a child. So whatever we learn as a child until 5, 6, 7 years of our age, that becomes our first language. That can become our native language, or that can become our mother tongue. All these languages, nobody teaches us these languages. We learn these languages, that is our first language, or our mother tongue on our own. And the theory that explains the learning of language as a child uses these terms, universal grammar, and what was the other term? LAD. LAD refers to language acquisition device. So with the help of these things are inbuilt in the mind of every child. Every kid that is born, they are born with these devices, these things in their mind, which help them acquire language. And when we receive input, that input activates universal grammar, and that's how we start learning. So the reason why we are talking about these things in this course, and we are asking you these kinds of questions, is to make you familiar with the differences between learning a language as a child or learning a language as a grown-up adult. And for the purpose of learning of language, a grown-up adult is anybody after 7, 8 years of age. If we are learning a language after 10 years of our age, then we are definitely a linguistically adult person. By adult here, we don't mean 18 plus, we mean only 10 plus, which is linguistically adult. That's the reference, and that's the purpose of LAD and universal grammar and input and other stuff. Okay, Ashutosh?
Yes, sir. I have one more doubt, sir.
Okay, very quickly, go ahead, and then we move to other people.
In that video lecture, you have told that we have to find the answer of this question. Okay. Why do you have two upper and lower cases in English alphabets?
Right.
I could not find the answer.
Yeah, so keep finding. I thought you were going to answer that question. Keep finding, and when you find it, let us know.
Okay, sir.
All right. Okay. So you come back with these things. We will discuss these things more. Okay. Today there are a lot of other people standing by. We'll take questions from some more people.
Okay. Thank you,
all
sir.
Right. Okay, Ashutosh. Pradeepan Mandal. Aishwarya, Pradeepan Mandal.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Right.
Yes, I have I have minor doubts, some minor doubts. I'd like to clear. The first one is in lecture 1.4, no, lecture 4. There was this diagram about the positions of articulation on our tongue. So that diagram I did not quite understand, and it was not very much clearly described in the lecture.
Okay.
The diagram was divided in two sections, like front, central, back, and close, mid, open, and there was these dots on the diagram to denote the positions.
Okay.
So can you, sir, please explain it to me?
You are asking me to explain that diagram, right?
Yeah, like how the diagram works. Just that, like it's not very clear in the lecture.
That is little surprising. It should be clear, but nonetheless, I can do this for you.
Okay, and another
happens?
one.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, another one is that you in the lecture that there is these two charts about articulation of consonant sounds, and it is said that there are 24 consonant sounds, but the two charts, one of them shows 25 sounds, and one of them is the other one is of 23 sounds. So we don't have any chart that consists all of the sounds and about the places of articulations. Like, is there any chart like that?
Yes, there is a chart like that. You are saying the one that we are showing has 25 sounds.
Yeah, in the first chart, the velar, palatal, retroflex, dental, labial, that chart, the oral, the first chart that was shown to us, oral sounds and nasal sounds was there.
This is definitely some mistake somewhere. Please take a look at it carefully. It is not possible. There should be only 24 sounds. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
There should be only 24 sounds. That is 24 consonant sounds and 20 vowel sounds. If you are referring to all of this the same way, the same thing, we will also look at it again in terms of discrepancy. But we have checked it. There should be only 24. There is a chart with English sounds alone, which is 24 consonants, and that should also be there.
Yeah, that is also there. That is also there.
Take a look at it, but there cannot be 23 or 25. There are only 24. Okay. The other question that you had is about what is this picture? That you are talking about the picture where we have places of articulations shown in the oral cavity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Not the cross section or that places like the organs. The picture of organs. I'm not talking about that. There is this diagram, this square diagram, rectangular diagram.
That is only for vowel sounds.
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir. Vowel sounds.
That is only for vowel sounds, and those are 20 vowel sounds, and their places of articulations in terms of whether they are back vowel or mid vowel or front vowel, and that back, front, and mid is also according to the tongue position in our mouth. So for producing a vowel, whether the tongue is retracted backward or it stays frontward, or it stays in the middle, according to that, it is called front, mid, and back. If the tongue is lowered up, it is called high vowel. If the tongue is lowered down, it is called a low vowel. So according to 5-way distinctions, the 20 vowel sounds are classified in English. That is just to show you the reason of these 20 vowel sounds. And I would recommend you not to be stuck with that. You have to just pay attention to how those 20 sounds sound actually when we speak a word. Okay, that is more important for the purpose of learning. That is there, and it is not explained to a great length because that is not important. It becomes crucial for those who are learning phonetics and details of phonology in terms of understanding different things, not for the purpose of learning a language. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay. Somebody else? Kartika, can you unmute? I see this number. There is a name with a number, phone number or something. Can you unmute this person? 743. You can.
Sir.
I think you are not.
Yeah.
Logging in through your.
Good afternoon.
ID or something.
I am Arup. Actually, my phone number is showing.
Right. So
Yeah.
you log in through your name. Okay.
Yeah.
So that we get it that. Okay. Go ahead.
So my query is on vowel sound. So I have some words where I cannot find the listed vowel sound. So like the word put, that U sound is not shown in the 20 vowels.
No, there is no U sound. It is a sound.
U. Or
how
how
it's U sound.
Yeah. U. So
what do you mean it is not shown? U is a sound.
Yeah, U
and
is a sound, but that U is not shown in the list.
How is that possible? Which list are you looking at?
The 20.
Please look at it one more time. It is given with the examples.
Double O is given, that book.
Okay, so it's a sound. U is a sound.
Yeah.
Okay. And
so double O can replace U, or I don't understand that actually.
You need to look at that video one more time carefully, what that video is trying to show. The purpose of that is to show the way we speak is called sound.
Yeah.
And the way we write is called written symbols. And there is a mismatch in English. There is a huge.
Yeah, that's correct. No, like
and we are only
so the examples like
attention. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. So we are trying to pay attention to this mismatch. And then we are telling you that there are 24 vowel sounds and 24 consonant sounds. And each one of these sounds are possible in the initial position of a word, in the middle position of a word, in the final position of a word. All those combinations are possible. So we have tried to give just one set of words.
Yeah, one set of words.
Some are demonstrated. If I don't know which list you are looking at, and then it should be clear to that. To be more specific about your question, U, not only U, there are two types of U. One is short U, the other is long U, and that is these are two different sounds.
Okay.
Okay.
So the double O is the long U.
No, double O is not. Double O is a symbol which represents a consonant sound.
No. For the book, like B-double-O-K book.
Oh, okay. B-O-O-K book.
Yeah.
That represents you have to check that for yourself. That represents a U sound, which is a shorter U, book.
Yeah, short U. Okay. And one more word, sir.
And then there are
like pure or sure. In that case, the vowel sound is like yo or you.
See, I cannot tell you that. My point is, on the basis of what I am discussing in the video, you should be able to tell me what the sounds are in that word.
Okay.
When you speak the word pure, what are the sounds in that word? Tell me now.
Yo.
No. Tell me all the sounds, not just one or two or yo. it's a I mean, I don't know how to tell you. It's like we are unable to hear ourselves. Say the full word and then tell me the sounds in that word. What are the
First, there will be a consonant po sound.
Okay. Second.
Then second, it will be the vowel sound yo.
No. How can it be yo? It is pa and e. You don't hear e sound?
Yeah. First e will come. Yeah.
So why are you saying something else other than what it should be? This is where I am saying we are unable to hear ourselves. Okay, you see, this is the reason why we are doing this exercise. We have difficulty listening to others, but this is the point where we don't even hear ourselves.
Okay, sir.
So go ahead. It's a very small word. It has only 3-4 sounds.
Yeah.
And you are taking so long to tell me those sounds. What are the sounds? Tell me.
Then raw.
No. After E, you have raw sound in that.
Pure. Yeah, pure. So.
I mean, what is it? How is it difficult for you to see? This is why we are asking you to do this exercise, that you take a word and write the sounds that you can hear, and those sounds are pa, e, ya, o, and ra. Is that not true? Pa,
yeah, that's true.
e, ya, o, and ra. Pure. Pure. So how hard is this to do? Same way, in a word like sure, it depends how we speak the word. If we are saying sure, then the sounds are sa, o, a, ra. The problem begins when you begin to look at the spelling of the word.
Yeah.
The way to learn this thing is look at the word, hear the word when you speak the word yourself, and close your eyes.
Yes.
Okay. And then do this practice, sir. It sounds very simple, and it sounds like we can look at all these things. We can do these things, but you are giving an example of this thing yourself, that you have a word in front of you. You know about sounds, and you know what sounds are there, but you are still unable to say what those sounds are. That's the precise reason why we are asking you to do this practice.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Is that making sense?
Yeah, that making sense.
Yeah. So again, I'll close by, answer to this question is, instead of telling you what those sounds are, our purpose in this video in this class in general, and in that video in particular, is to make the two things distinct from one another, to show you that the writing symbols are different from the sounds, the way these words sound, and therefore you should pay attention to that. And there is a mismatch between these two in English, because in English we write something, we say the word in a way. So there is a mismatch between spelling and spoken sounds, and therefore it's important to look at the two when it comes to English. Got it?
Got it.
All right. Ria, next. Go ahead, Ria. Karthika, can you please unmute Ria? Can you guys hear me? Karthika?
Yeah. Am I audible to you, sir?
Yes, you are audible. Go ahead.
Sir, actually, I have some doubt regarding dental and oral sounds.
Okay.
And sir, velar sound too.
So what is the doubt?
Sir, actually, I'm not able to identify which is dental sound and which is like velar sound?
Okay, see, velar, palatal, retroflex, dental, and labial. These are all oral sounds. So first distinction is between. You can mute yourself. There is some noise from you. You can mute yourself. Okay. So see, there are the primary distinction is between oral sound and a nasal sound. That is the way the flow of exhaling air comes. Like if the exhaling air moves through the nasal cavity, if you are looking at that picture, then that is called a nasal. Then that gives us a nasal sound. And when it moves through oral cavity, all these sounds are called oral sounds. Then comes the distinction that you are making, that is dental and velar. So have you looked at that picture where we have shown these velar and just a minute, hold on for a second. Okay, sorry about that. So it is when the tip of the tongue is in between upper and lower teeth, that is called a dental. That we produce dental sound through that. And for example, the. Can you unmute yourself, Rhea? Can you unmute yourself? The or tha. These are our dental sounds. And a sound like ka, or kha, these are velar sounds. Can you hear me, Kartika? Am I still audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Rhea, is that making any sense, or you need more on that? Can you unmute her? I think she got muted. Can you unmute her again, please? Rhea, are you still there? Oh, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to unmute her, sir.
Okay, that's fine, I think.
I'm here, sir. Actually, I was not able to unmute myself.
Oh, okay. So is that making sense? Is that clear?
Yes, sir. I got it. That when we try to say something, if our tongue touches our teeth, that is dental sound, right?
When tip of the tongue is in the middle of the
sound?
tooth. Yes.
Okay, sir. But what about oral sound?
Like that's what I was saying. Oral sounds are all the velar, all dental, all labial, all these sounds are oral sounds.
Okay.
And nasal sounds are where airflow moves through nasal cavity like na, ma, na. These are nasal sounds.
Okay, sir. I got it. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All other sounds are oral sounds. So
oral sounds.
Oral sounds. The basic point is airflow moving through oral cavity gives you oral sound, and airflow moving through nasal cavity gives you nasal sound.
That gives us nasal sound.
Correct.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay, somebody else now. Aparna Sriram, can you please unmute her? Aparna Sriram. Let's first get the hands up and then we are coming to others.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, from watching all the lectures, I understood that all the consonant sounds are, represented between two slashes, and all the vowels are represented using different symbols, which is kind of new to all of us, I guess. There was a question in the activity question section, that all speech sounds are represented in the backs and the two slashes. I feel it should be false, sir. I don't know if I'm right or wrong on this, but could you just help me out in this figuring out? Like all the vowel sounds are usually represented in another kind of symbols, but then only consonants are like quite different between in the slashes you represent that.
No, we can represent vowel sounds also in slashes. See, this slash is simply representing, if we are putting slanted lines around that on both sides of a sound, that means we are making this, we are talking about only that sound. So it's a way to represent a sound. And as far as vowels are concerned, they are also sounds, and consonants, they are also sounds. It's just that they are two different types of sounds. So all sounds will be represented the same way. Okay, Aparna? Can you unmute her again, please? I think she got mute. Unmute her again, please.
Yes, sir, I'm back.
Yeah.
Sir, it's my doubt is actually, can we also represent A, E, I, O, U in the slashes, or
No.
not? Okay.
No, we cannot, because you see, A, E, I, O, U are symbols representing A, E, I, O, U are symbols representing writing system. Okay, we use only few symbols to represent lot of sounds. So they are not sounds. In slant lines, we are representing sounds. So when we say pa, with that symbol, we are representing the sound pa. So in the slant lines, you have sounds, not the symbols.
Yes, sir, I get that, sir. And also there was one more question that was similar to this, that in cup, I think it was raised before also. In cup, the vowel sound is So was represented in between slashes, sir. So isn't that right?
Yes, that is right.
Like you in slashes, now you said that the vowels are not represented in the slashes, like.
No, I didn't. I said it can be represented in slashes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't listen to you properly.
No, it can be, as long as it's a sound, it can be represented, because see, the difference is you're talking about A, E, I, O, U. That's it. Those are the symbols representing writing. We use those symbols for writing a word. When we are putting sounds in the slant lines, we are talking about sounds that are spoken. So as long as is a sound that is spoken, I mean, you look at the word cup. What are the sounds in this word? This is ka, and fa, right? Ka, and fa. These are the three sounds. So we are representing all these sounds under this line. These lines are used for representing sounds. Okay?
Okay, sir. Yes, I got it. Thank you.
All right. Good. Fine. Ravikant? Hope we are getting Ravikant. Can you unmute Ravikant, please?
Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes.
Hello.
Please.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in the lecture, there was a picture that of articulators.
Okay.
Sir, with alveolar ridge.
Okay.
And the sounds of what is it come under oral sound?
Yes, alveolar ridge is a place of articulation which gives us sounds like ta in English, and that's an oral sound.
Oh. So turn and this all under that column comes under that oral sound.
No, not na. Na is a nasal sound.
No.
Rest of them are oral sounds.
T, D, N, F, something.
They are not TD. They are like ta,
Da.
the. These are sounds. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, Ravikant. Okay. Bipro. Bipro. Can you unmute Bipro, please?
Sir,
Kartika?
what's the name, sir? Bipro. Okay.
Bipro.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, Bipro. Go ahead. Is this your name? Bipro?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Sir, I have a question. There is a question. The first sound in the word university is a vowel.
Okay.
So, university is pronounced as U. It's YEW, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
And when we will speak like a sentence this is not, so there will be N or A.
No. I'm sorry, I did not get your question. What is the question?
The question is I'm asking, when we will speak to someone that this is not a university or that will be not an university, because it is vowel, A-E-I-O-U is a vowel, but it doesn't, it is not a vowel sound. So when we will do?
I am sorry, Bipro, I think you have not been listening. Have you been listening to our discussion so far?
Yes, sir.
So I am trying to clarify all these, only this much, that U is a writing symbol.
Yes, sir.
What is the sound? What is the sound
It's
in the university?
Yeah.
So is that a vowel sound?
It is not a vowel sound. That's why I'm asking, will it be A or it will be N?
No. First of all, if it is not a vowel sound, then you are saying it is because it is U, it is a vowel.
Yes, sir.
If you listen to what we are saying, it is U is a symbol, okay?
Yes, sir.
And it is U is a symbol, and it doesn't necessarily represent a vowel sound. For you to make sure whether it's a vowel sound or a consonant sound, you have to speak the word. When you speak the word, it's a consonant sound, yeah.
Yes,
and because it's a consonant sound, so it will take a as a determiner in front of it. A university, not an university.
Okay, sir. So it means it is all depends on how we pronounce it.
Of course. Yes,
Okay.
that's what we are trying to say. How we pronounce a word determines a lot of things in the language. And this is why we are paying so much of attention, and we are asking you to pay so much of attention with this much of practice, that these are all, this is what makes the actual distinction in understanding the language.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sure. Gurpreet. Karthika, can you unmute? Okay, Gurpreet, go ahead.
Good evening,
Yes.
sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes.
So the problem which I was facing is that you introduced this question in the lecture that to find out the difference between why uppercase and lowercase were introduced in English. So actually I did some research, and it turns out that mainly it was introduced by medieval calligraphers, essentially to save some time. But the question which I have is that English has uppercase and lowercase, but Hindi doesn't have such distinction. So as a linguist, how do you see this? As a linguist, how do you see this, that Hindi doesn't have this system of uppercase and lowercase in historical terms?
It's not really a big thing as far as language writing is concerned. You see, Hindi has sounds which are symbols that represent their sounds. Therefore, it is not required in Hindi and that in that design to have different kinds of symbols. English needed uppercase and lowercase distinction for its internal reasons, and because there were only 26 symbols, so with the use of uppercases, probably they wanted to use them in a variety of other ways. There is no other reason for that. You know, it's just using same symbol for multiple purposes because of lack of symbols. And they knew very well that those symbols are not representing phonetic sounds. It's not that they didn't know that, but they still wanted to keep those symbols lower in number because they wanted it easier for people to learn the writing system. So that with a very few symbols, so it's not really, historically speaking, as a linguist, it's not like one language is better and the other language is not. It's like it's a intelligent design of different languages for addressing different purposes. And two different purposes that we can see is very simple. One is Hindi, because its phonetic nature of its sounds and correspondence between sounds and symbols, Hindi, or for that matter, any other writing system which has that correspondence, does not need multiple types like uppercase and lowercase. Where it doesn't exist, then probably you need them. And there is more to this when you look at Greek writing system like alpha, beta, gamma, and other things. So writing system by itself is a very insightful and interesting matter of research. But we are talking about it here only for the purpose of learning the language and paying attention to some of the things where you may find a lot of mismatch in English.
Yes, sir. So another question which I'm having is that in school I was also taught French. So in French, like in English, we have A, E, I, O, U as vowels. Okay. But in French, we also have H. Along with A, E, I, O, U, we also have H as a vowel. So could you please explain why French specifically has an extra H as a vowel? Because according to the lectures, there's you tell us that vowel is something which is very fundamental in every language. Right. But in French, like there's an extra H in vowel. So could you please explain, sir?
Yes, see, very simple. When I am saying a vowel sound is fundamental to language, what I mean is without a vowel sound, we don't have any word. Whereas we can have a word only with vowel sounds. Okay. Yes. Number two, a vowel sound is produced without much difficulty in without much constraint of without much modification in the flow of air when it is moving through the oral cavity. So it's not like French having H as a vowel. What happens is in French they may pronounce that vowel separately, differently. Okay. So it depends on the pronunciation of a sound, not anything else. Not just
it depends on the sound rather than the actual writing symbol.
Exactly.
What you're trying to mean.
Exactly.
All right.
That's the point. That's the point. Okay.
Thank
and
you
in
so
English
much.
also, when we say A, E, I, O, U, these are 5 symbols representing vowel. Actually, English has 20 vowels, for which we don't have a symbol for each one of them. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. I really enjoyed the lectures.
Very nice to hear that. Last, I think, can you unmute Hrishikesh or anybody else? Anybody else? I think we are already done. Hrishikesh,
hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have doubt.
Go ahead.
Sir, since we are later introduced to sound system of consonants and vowels, how can we practice since it's very troublesome?
Sorry, say it again.
Since we are later introduced to the sound system of consonants and vowels, and it is very troublesome, so how can we practice it?
How can we practice it? Look at words and pay attention to the sounds in those words. This is the only way to practice it, Hrishikesh. Write words for yourself in a notebook.
But since I am very lately introduced to that, so it's making very trouble to practice that.
No.
And making very confusion.
I am telling you how to practice it. The way to, it's not important whether you are introduced late or early. One can learn these things at any point in time. What you need to do is to write words for yourself. Write words and pay attention and look at which word has what sounds. If you practice it with 100, 200 words, you will become clearer with that.
Yes, sir, I tried, but it's my consonant sounds are getting wrong each time. That's why.
You try with 100, 150 sounds, and let us know next time whether it is making any difference or not.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
All right. Okay. Anybody else, guys? Anybody else? Lida, can you look at the? I'm while talking, I'm not looking at the chat box. Can you look at the chat box, and if there are some questions, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, in the chat box. If there are some questions which requires response from us, please respond to them in the chat box. Okay, I think we are done with almost everybody who has their hands up. So if there is anybody else who wants to ask any question for this thing, please, for this session, please let me know. Like I said, we are talking about your questions and doubts about the first week of videos that you have seen. We are trying to respond to them, and please keep in mind we have several other types of activities, and we will try to bring in some activities online as well, other than just clearing your doubts. Anything else you want to add, Kartika?
Sir, Saumyadeep has raised his hand.
Okay, please go ahead. Unmute him.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, Saumyadeep.
So, in your lectures, you said that k sound has no aspiration and no voice.
Right.
But in the previous year English paper, I found the same question. They said that k sound has an aspiration.
When ka has aspiration, it becomes kha, Saumyadeep. So this must be in some other context, and I don't know what you are quoting, but it's not possible that ka sound has aspiration. Ka sound does not have aspiration. because with aspiration, it becomes kha, and with voicing, it becomes g. So only kha has aspiration and gha has aspiration in that series of velar sounds, but ka sound is not aspirated. Where have you seen that? That in previous year's question we have said something like that? Can you send it to us where you have seen that? Can you unmute Samyadeep again, please? I think he is muted. Kartika, can you unmute him?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
sir.
So
Yes.
I found some PDF regarding the previous year papers, the
Can you send
qualifier.
it to us? Can you send it to us?
So how would I send you? I mean,
You can send it to the email ID given to you, the support email ID.
okay, sir. Fine, sir.
Because if that is the case, then somebody is misrepresenting us. That is not possible that we have said ka is a aspirated sound.
Sure, sir. I'll send.
I can tell you and all of you present here with full responsibility that ka is not an aspirated sound, and this must not have been said anywhere in form of a question or in any other form to insist that ka is a aspirated sound. Okay. Okay, Samyadeep, is that clear, or is there any other question? Is there any other question that you have? He gets muted time and again. Can you please, Samyadeep?
No, sir. It's done. I had that question.
That question, and I'll tell you. My ID is available on our website, on our institute website. You can look for my name, and it will give you my ID. If it doesn't reach us through the support ID, please send it to me directly.
Sure, sir.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else who has any other question? Can you look at it, Kartika, if there is any other question? Anybody else? Because
No,
I don't have the whole list in front of me. If there is anybody who has hands up, please let me know. Thanks, guys. We started with a lot of people. We still have 35 people staying with this. But please do bring in your questions, and if you have doubts, do write to us. We will clarify some of these things in the forum, on the discussion, and in the form of the responses to those things. And we are available to you. Please do write to us. Okay. All right. With that, we will stop here and see you next week at the same time. Can we stop that now, Kartika? Sri Balaji?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's stop.
Thank you.